Hello, air signs, and welcome to January 2018. This is going to be a general reading, and the messages will not resonate with everyone. Um, I had to take a little break here, so that's why you guys haven't heard from me. I've done some tweaking to the website, I've changed a few things. The readings will now only be done through video. This way, you get to download the video, save it, keep it, it's yours. There's some other things that I've changed on the site. Website members, I do have some new videos coming to you in the astrology and the metaphysical gallery. I've been working on that a little bit. Your individual monthlies, website members are already posted. The romance gallery I'm working on. I'd like to thank those of you who have joined the website, the membership, and have stuck with me. When I started in 2016, for the whole year, I had 7,000 visitors. For the entire year of 2017, I had 70,000 visitors. So I want to thank you so very much for sticking with me. New subscribers to the channel, welcome. For those of you who may be interested in the website membership, there are 3 levels. 30 days for $7. If after 30 days you don't like what I've got to say, you don't have to rejoin. No big deal. That's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. There's a 6-month recurring membership for $28 and a $50 yearly recurring membership. With those recurring memberships, if you decide at the end of the 6-month period that you want to downgrade, you can control that yourself. I have it set up that way. There's a lot of stuff that you get on the website. It's not just videos. It's not just what you're getting. You're not paying for just videos. You're paying for a wealth of information. If I do say so myself, I don't even know what's on the site. I just put stuff there. So that's that. The other thing I want to say is I know that many of you watch different readers because you're trying to figure out what's going on in your life. I want you to, when you come to my channel, let me put it that way, I want you to keep in mind that the cards may not be speaking about you. So just because they're not talking about your specific situation at the time doesn't mean that it doesn't have anything to do with you. This could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a business colleague, some kind of work situation, some kind of major life situation. So if in the reading, if the story is not necessarily speaking to your situation, but something that you hear kind of stands out, pay attention to that. All right. Basically, you will have to get a personal reading to see actually what's going on for you. I don't have any control over what the cards decide to talk about. They are a living, breathing entity, and I have to respect that whatever messages they are bringing forth are the messages that they're supposed to bring forth, and they mean something to somebody out there. Okay, you can't just come to the site and expect that, for free, that it's going to be talking directly about you. It doesn't work that way. The cards speak on the level that they need, and the message gets to the person that it needs to. And you don't always have to wait until something's going on in your life to get a reading either. You got a question, you want to put it to the cards, you can do that. Now, that being said, this is for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And this will be a mini Hidden Lotus spread. Three of Wands right in the center. Root of the problem, 5 of Cups. Some of you are disappointed about something. Some new kind of partnership or a new start, a new direction that you're wanting to go in, but it's not playing out the way that you either want it to or expect it to. From the past, you have an Ace of Cups. Definitely it's speaking to me about some new kind of partnership or new kind of endeavor. And that Ace of Cups is that energy of feeling all great about it. Yeah, it's something new and I'm really excited about it. The unknown factor, 10 of Pentacles. Now, the possible what's coming up, 8 of Swords. Well, That kind of says it all, does it not? Now, I want you to remember that this is a different deck of cards, and each deck has its own particular language. So they don't always mean the cards that you think show up may not mean the same thing in another deck. All right. I really, really, really like this deck. It took me a minute to connect with it, but I really like this deck a lot. It speaks really deeply on different levels. Page of Swords is our overall energy. Now, the unknown factor, well, the unknown, this is an unknown factor at the top, but the card underneath this Three of Wands here is that hidden aspect. There are lots of things we don't know, but what's underneath this Three of Wands is really, really the pinpoint, okay? Now, I feel that for some of you, this is on a mundane level, because there are no major arcana here, none. So this is all on a mundane level, everyday life. All right. And I do feel right down the center for some of you, there is a new direction you either wanted to take a group in, or maybe there's a group that you're involved in that maybe you guys have you know, come up with a new idea to move something forward here. But there's something about it for some of you that you are not quite sure. It's not what it's cracked up to be. Now, normally the Ten of Pentacles would speak to that energy of reaching some kind of financial pinnacle, or having enough to go around, enough resources to share. This could be inheritances. This could be mortgages, lottery payouts, or finally getting that promotion that you've always wanted. And this, to me, the Three of Wands is speaking to the kind of an energy, and this is a jinn, and jinns are Middle Eastern. They're not like genies, but they're Middle Eastern magical spirits that when you call upon them, if you know how to invoke them, they will come and they will grant wishes. But then sometimes a jinn can be uncontrollable. So, and perhaps for some of you, this is kind of what I'm getting, is that, there's a lot of excitement around this, but now either the excitement has died down because you have discovered that this is not really what it is that you wanted or you thought it was, or it's not going in the manner in which you expected it to. For others of you, I just think that you're not, in a sense, you're just kind of not excited about it. And I'll tell you why. This is not the Eight of Cups, right? That's usually that emotional readjustment. It's the Five of Cups. I don't sense that many of you are upset in the sense that you have lost something. I think you are a bit emotionally out of sorts because you just you're not that excited about whatever this thing is. Okay, and that's really the message that's coming across. Now, this Ace of Cups, I'm sorry. Most readers will tell you that the Ace of Cups is about a new lover coming in. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this may not be a new kind of romantic relationship, but always the way that I read the aces are simply the energy has changed, and it's a new opportunity for you to get an emotional fresh start. Okay, this could be the release of old emotions or putting old things behind you so that you can grasp onto something new. But the bottom line is it's an opportunity. It's not something fully fledged. Okay, it's not something that you can quote unquote bank on. All right, there's that Ten of Pentacles. It was just something that kind of flitted through, and maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. It depended on the cooperation and the consent of everyone involved. Now, and maybe you found out at the end, ooh, we really ain't looking for the same thing. Okay, seriously. But here's this Eight of Swords. This is what's coming up. Um, and this Eight of Swords, traditionally, it is the card of feeling stuck in a situation and not being able to get out. But the truth of the matter is, it's a swords card, right? And swords are thoughts, perceptions, beliefs, ideas, and communications. And you know, every suit is represented here. So this is why I'm telling you that um, this is on a mundane level. There are no major spiritual lessons here. This is just a moment in time where, you know, perhaps things didn't go the way that you thought they would. This could even be some kind of contractual issue. Maybe you signed something, you signed it for the betterment or the good of the group, or to promote yourself or advance yourself to come along. And now you discovered that you may not be able to get out of it, right? Or you think you can't get out of it. But as I always say, there's more than one way to skin a cat. So, and this could be in one sense why this Page of Swords has stepped forward, because the Page of Swords can be that energy of research, uh, getting the information, um, and recognizing that perhaps what you're being told is not actually the truth. Okay, there could be something wrong with it. Let me read you the meanings of the cards. This may help you some. And then we're going to see what the pinpoint focus is underneath this Three of Wands here. We'll start with the Three of Wands because it is our focus right in the center. Where are you, Three of Wands? You are building a firm foundation. More patience and planning are needed before all of the pieces are in place. And for some of you, this could be what this Five of Cups is. It's like, you're not, man, this shit ain't moving fast enough for me. Okay. But the reason why it may not be moving fast enough for you is because you don't have all of the information that you need. There's something you're not doing that you should be doing. You know, and maybe could be also that energy of you think you deserve whatever this is. Okay. And that's creating some kind of conflict. Now, the Five of Cups. An emotional time in your life when you should think through every action twice before doing it. It also says your own attitudes are what make you unhappy, right? Maybe some of you feel this shit ain't good enough for me. I want X, Y, and Z, and I didn't get it, and I didn't get it the way that I wanted it. Well, the universe, one of my guides came to me over the holiday season and said something really profound to me. And it was, the universe is always trying to help you. Really, it is. It does not act from a malicious or negative or petty standpoint. It is the greater energy, the divine energy. So it is always there to help you. So when you ask for things from the universe gives you exactly what you ask for. Now, if there's something about what you were given that you didn't like, that's because you weren't clear in what you asked for, right? It's like telling somebody, I want a hamburger dress, but I want you to put the tomatoes on the side. But you just said, you know, I want a hamburger with everything. You forgot to tell them to put the tomatoes on the side, right? Okay. I know that's a bad analogy, but that's the only thing I could come up with. So this could be your own attitudes. Okay. Well, your own attitudes could be, you know, you're not grateful for what you got, but the reason you didn't get it the way you wanted it, or there was something different about it, is because you weren't specific. You were not clear. The universe gave you what you wanted. Okay. It's trying to help you, but it can't help you if you are not in the manner that you wanted to, exactly as you wanted to, if you are not clear and specific. Okay. Ace of Cups. A greater awareness of dream messages is possible at this time. Seek out earth energies in nature to bring healing and balance into your life. You will soon enter a new cycle of emotions. Possibly a love affair will present itself. This can be a fertile time for creative growth. But you see, this is in our past position. Okay? That's where we're coming from. We're moving this way. This is where we are now. This is a focus. This is where we are now. This is how we got to that particular situation. This is some kind of unknown factor to come in, and this is the way it could play out. I'm not going to tell you that's exactly the way it's going to play out. It could, because everybody has free will, right? We still want to know, however, what is the pinpoint? Here is this 10 of Pentacles. Success and prosperity are at hand. Quality time with your family will assure them of a secure future. Now listen, whatever you begin or straighten out now will last for years. But some of you are not quite sure what you should do. Here's the 8 of Swords. You are not sure what you should do. But it says, you have control of a tricky situation now, but could quickly lose it. You have control of a tricky situation now, but could quickly lose control. Discretion and diplomacy are needed. You may feel unable to leave an unpleasant situation. Well, here's the overall energy, this Page of Swords, and I want you to pay close attention to what he's saying. Keep aware for a message and opportunity about money, or material gain. This could also be an advance notice of a troubling period in your life, especially if you do not see through the illusions. So, is that the illusion that you're telling yourself, or is it someone else? Now, what is underneath this 3 of Wands? What is it that we're not seeing? Isn't that something? This is Lilith. Lilith was Adam's first wife. Eve was not. Lilith was the chick who said she was not doing whatever the hell God was expecting her to do. And he said, well, if you don't, acquiesce to Adam, I'll kill all of your babies. And she said, well, okay, fine. So every time she had a baby, God killed it. But she never, ever gave in. So eventually God was like, well, damn, I'm going to have to find me somebody else to put with Adam. So he made Eve. And Lilith was able to go on about her business. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm looking at the 9 of Pentacles. But also behind Lilith in this figure is the owl. And that is the asteroid of Minerva. And Minerva is about wisdom. Okay? They're telling you that you already have the answer to this situation. You just gotta dig a little deeper. This could even be the idea or the concept of going to get some kind of assistance, utilizing the knowledge and skills of someone else who's been there, done that, or has that type of experience. The 9 of Pentacles. Your financial situation is changing for the better and stress is evaporating. Material well-being and safety build a strong security base. But what is not here, we're missing 1 pentacle. It goes from a 10 to a 9. So this is really the idea or the concept of either you trying to decide whether you should accept something or whether you should walk away from it, right? And you're not sure what to do. I would dare say that this card of the Page of Swords is telling you that there could be some hidden aspect to this that you are not aware of. So please do whatever research it is that you need to do. And if something is telling you that this is not all it's cracked up to be, please pay attention to that. And for those of you who may be operating out of guilt or shame or fear, oh, well, if I don't agree, that's going to upset X, Y, and Z. Well, always be true to yourself. Okay, it will always work out for you better in the end when you do. So I'm going to take a look at this 5 of Cups. I'm sorry. We only make decisions choices out of 5 different emotions. That's anger, fear, doubt, judgment, and shame. Okay? And you need to get real clear on, if you're vacillating on making a decision, which one of those are you operating from? Let's look at this Five of Cups here. The consultant. Remember, I'm talking to you about getting that information from someone. This could even be someone in a position, a consultant person, who may not be very honest and straightforward. Look, a lot of money. So some of you are dealing with someone, this is a money issue, right? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Let's pull cards on this Eight of Swords here. It says you have control over the situation now, but you might quickly lose control. So maybe what you need to look at is, why is this person so angry? Okay? Are they acting out of those 5 different emotions? Well, we see anger there. So this could be that energy of someone trying to get back at you. Wedding. Quarrel. And a victory. That's so weird. These cards came out, these 2 cards came out, and this card came out for the earth signs. So maybe this is some kind of earth sign and air sign. There's an earth sign involved and an air sign involved. Okay. But it speaks, now what is a marriage but a contract, right? Some kind of bond or commitment. So it may not be necessarily that this is actually about a marriage. Whatever this partnership is, and we see it here, there has been a quarrel. And there is some kind of victory, but the question is, who's going to be the victor? You're going to have to see through the illusions of this. Okay? The cards are not always literal. Please formulate your question, air signs, for the angel answer cards. I hate it when people just contact me through Viber. Matter of fact, I'm going to be getting rid of that pretty soon. Hold on a second. Opportunity. Now, let's take a look at what this says. I can't even spell. What I gotta do? Alphabetition. Positive growth and its expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it insight and inspiration, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. You got to figure out what this thing is all about, though. Okay? And so that's what I have for you, air signs. I hope those messages helped you. And until next time, namaste.